Okay, bro.
The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Yickety. Nah, I'm in my Madden game. They just do a cut back and three, man. What the fuck?
A first down throw for Winston. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, yo, when he get me in that, when I get out of that screen, as soon as he passed behind me like that, switch on me. Yeah. Because what he gonna keep, he's gonna keep standing in front of him and cutting my way.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Kenny, when your hoe ass gonna get this man so I can trust you?
Line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Back alongside Charles Davis on Brandon.
You already know not to get this.
Patience, dude. Good shit, bro.
Yeah, alright. Keep thinking that. Negative.
Oh, come on, bro. There we go. Good shit, bro.
Now Jameis on second down. Steps away.
Sit dumbass over here, nigga. I knew you was gonna try to throw it deep.
You didn't even fucking mean to pass it. Yo, come on, man. I meant to pass that shit.
For a loss of 4.
I hate this thing, dog.
On third down, Booker.
This nigga really tried to run it on 3rd and 6. You're stupid as fuck.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Oh shit, good
what
punt.
A play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5 all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now out come. Last time here they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
He beat the shit out of that nigga. 21-9. Yeah, he's an ass.
Connor. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
That's
that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, it's Reynolds. And he'll
come on.
The first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll look to run with Freeman. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
He's going to get it running right.
Nigga.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown
I got rocked.
of the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get
Oh,
that
I
win.
got
That was well
fucking
executed,
rocked.
wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Murray will tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Oh, I gotta
2
piss.
minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. first down, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep.
Dickhead.
And this is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jesse James, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Whew, I'm ready to keep drinking.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st and 10, Winston going up top. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy
What's
who's
your
already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On second down, Winston again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On play action, Winston. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Patrick Murray now on for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, who
It's
was going to say
incomplete.
AB?
Took a shot, couldn't connect. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He's going to go up top again. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. The give is to Bell. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Play action. Now Wentz. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Working from the gun, Wentz. This is Bell on the dump off. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Ram.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Adam Gotsis in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Wins to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Christian Covington in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. The contact made the ball
Oh
roll
my
free
God,
and brings
I
up
had
fourth
your
down.
punk ass.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Winston. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Jameis now on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's second down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
A second down throw for Winston. This is Booker on the dump off. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. To the air again with Winston. And able to find Alan Lazard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, it's Winston. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Booker. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Jameis to throw it. And this is
Get the fuck out of here.
Touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Great 15. Great 15.
Now Wentz. Got to have this one. James has it. And now look at this. Big
Get the fuck out of here.
Broncos say they have it. They do. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand.
And Freeman lost
yeah,
the
nigga.
ball. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Right back.
They're
Let's get it.
Take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You ain't up for 6.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Robert Woods with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. The point after is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Green, triple C. Where's that? Green, triple C. Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. 550, 550. Where's that?
First down, Winston. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Even.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Use him.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, my God.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Oh,
remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Okay, it's real simple.
And that's the game, folks.
That sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away.
Denver don't know what to do no more.
Tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Bell. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go again with Bell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. After the penalty, it's Bell. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
Fuck that. Wentz is putting up 5 points, 5 touchdowns a game. Ooh, I'm up right now. Who's next? The 0-5 nigga.
I'm two on one day on my third. I was 2 broke, now I'm 2 rich. Made 100K on my 3rd shift. I'm a boy, so
he got his ass whooped.
Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have
damn, Richie.
That all you rappers looking like a lunch line.
What's up, look, right now.
Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we 2 up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count. Cause I'm 2 up right now. 2 up right now. Yo, I'm 2 up. Round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the
65 is 27. Oh my God.
Record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we 2 up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count. Cause I'm 2 up right now. 2 up right now.
Look. 43-0. God damn.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that I go. Had another deal. Whoa, watch what you saying. How the poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I rated. We act a fool for the paper.